What is up, guys? Welcome back to my channel, and if you're new here, welcome for the first time. I'm Danielle Moné, and today we are getting into my 2022 goals and intentions because I don't want to be the person that's like, new year, new me, and then I'm like on the same old bullshit. But I think that there's something to be said about being very intentional and speaking about what you want, praying on it, you know, thinking about it, manifesting it. And so we're going to talk a little bit about that and what I'm trying to manifest for the new year. So if you guys are interested in my goals and my intentions for the new year, then keep on watching. Okay, so for the girls that are on TikTok like me, I'm sure you've seen that video going around that's very much so sit down, write out your 2022 goals, and then make a list of 10 and write them very much in the it's already happened. So the I earn, I achieve, I have, I am, opposed to I will earn, I want to achieve, things like that. So I curated a list thus far of just 7 things because I want to be very, again, intentional and really sit down and think about things that are really important to me and what I really want to achieve in this next year. And I'm going to share my list with you guys. I kind of went back and forth on this, on whether or not I wanted to really put out my intentions for the new year. But I think some of these, I can share them in a very baseline way and then kind of keep the privacy of the details to myself. So let's get into it. My first one, and this is, I'm just going to read them out as I see them, no particular order. I have them written in an order, but we're just going to share. I travel to 4 new places. So obviously with COVID having really taken the majority of the last almost 2 years of our lives, I didn't really do a lot of traveling. I have asthma, and then, my mother-in-law is older. My grandmother, who's like around now that she's in Florida, is older. I didn't want to be the person that brought something back to my parents or my husband or, myself or anything like that. So we didn't really do much traveling. I want to say in 2020, the only place we went to Atlanta, which I was like devastated to do because I just felt like people in Atlanta are wild and like they didn't even like think COVID was real. We went down to Miami to see my brother for the day. And then this year we did some smaller things here and there, but we haven't really traveled since 2019 when we got married. So I want to go to 4 new places this year. I will travel to 4 new places this year. Now, whether that's international or domestic, I don't really have a preference. There's a bunch of cities in the States that I haven't been to that I want to go to. So like, yeah, I would love to go to Italy. I would also really, really, really love to go to LA. Like, I want to go to LA. I want to go to Nashville. I want to go to Charleston. I want to go to Charlotte. I want to go to St. Thomas. I want to go to Italy. I want to go to Greece. I want to go to Egypt. Like, there's so many places that I want to go. So in the year 2020, we are going to, and when I say we, I mean at least me, myself, and I are going to 4 new places. Then I go on more dates with my husband. So Jeff and I always kind of did this whole date night thing, date thing. I mean, ever since we were dating, like we've always continued to date even throughout our engagement and then throughout our marriage. But recently, and when I say recently, I mean in the last maybe like 3 months or so, we've been more intentional about like going on a date every weekend. So whether that's like I take him on a date and I'm taking him out for drinks and dinner, or he takes me on a date and he's taking me out, for drinks and dinner, or we're going bowling, or we haven't gone bowling since pre-pandemic because I kind of have this like mental thing about putting my hands inside of something that it's disgusting to me. The things that COVID now makes you think about. But yes, I go on more dates with my husband. That is something that I want to be super intentional about, getting dressed up and whether that's a Friday night and we do dinner and drinks somewhere else, or that's a Saturday and we do, a day and we're going to go get massages and then have a glass of wine somewhere, or just brunch on Sunday, but just the 2 of us. Something super intentional, something super small, but in the larger scale photo larger scale photo of a relationship, that's like a big deal. Those little dates, those little things that you're doing together every week that you're setting aside time to do really help strengthen and build a relationship. And that's something that I want to be really intentional about in the new year. I have multiple streams of income. So for me personally, I have my regular 8 to 5 job, 8:30 to 5 job, Monday through Friday. I love that. And then you guys know in the pandemic 2020, I started 92 Lazy Days, and I've had 3 collections with that, but I haven't really dove in completely into it. And then I also do my blog, my TikTok, my Instagram. But I want to now kind of collectively register an LLC, do everything that I have to do to really dive in headfirst to my content creation, as well as 92 Lazy Days, put it all into one and really get going with, you know, brand collaborations and you know, new and consistent releases with 92 Lazy Days. That's my t-shirt and sweatshirt brand. The link is below. But yeah, so that's something again that I want to be super intentional about. I talk with my hands a lot. I'm sorry if that's distracting you. I really want to ensure that I set myself up in a way that allows me to have those multiple streams of income coming in the next year. Well, in the year. I earn 3 to 4 figures monthly solely as an influencer. So when I write that down, for me, that means that I still have my day job. I was an event director. I have recently transitioned into a marketing project manager. I've always wanted to get into marketing. That was something that I think I manifested as well. But, and when I say manifest, so there's this funny thing with manifestation, right? Some people are like, that's not of God. Manifestation is God. The way that I see it is, when I manifest something, that's because I'm talking to God about it. For me personally, from my religious beliefs, I'm talking to God about it. I'm praying about it. I'm thinking about it. I'm living it. And for me, that is then, because I'm putting in the work, I'm talking to God about it, I'm praying about it. That for me is God. But sometimes I say God, sometimes I say manifestation, sometimes I say sit down and manifest something, sometimes I say go pray about it. Like for me, it's all the same thing in my head personally. But when I say I earn 3 to 4 figures monthly solely as an influencer, I still have my 9 to 5 job, but that 3 to 4 figures monthly is additional income that comes just from brand collaborations. Now, one thing that I know for a fact I manifested, last year going into 2020, I kind of wrote out this list because of my friend Brashay, the case girl. She messaged me one morning and was like, listen, today is a really special day. Write down everything that you want for the new year and be intentional about it. So I wrote on there, this is funny, I wrote brand collaboration with a shoe company. Now, I was a big Henry Bendel purse buyer, and then in 2016 maybe, I became a Henry Bendel brand ambassador, and that was like my biggest brand partnership. So on this day in December, I wrote out a brand collaboration with a well-known shoe company. I didn't specify a shoe company. And then in January, Shoe Dazzle reached out to me, and I've been working with them since January 2021. Still working with them. And so I just feel like writing things out and being intentional about them and thinking about them and then putting in the work to achieve them is a big deal. So I want to have multiple brand collaborations like I have with Shoe Dazzle, like I have with Dossier, that can then translate or will grow and continue to translate into larger lump sums that come in every month solely from that influencer work. Okay, I am the healthiest I've ever been, both physically and mentally. For me, that's a big one because although I'm a skinny girl, I'm tall, I'm lean, your girl is out of shape. Jeff and I live on the 2nd floor and we have to go up 2 sets of stairs to get to our place. And like by the time I get up them, I'm exhausted. I'm like, and like, that's not okay. Like that is not okay. So this year I want to be really, I keep saying I want to be intentional, but like this is my intentions. I want to be really intentional on eating healthy, drinking like water with fruit. I used to do like the cucumber, the mint, the strawberry, the blueberry in my water, and that always made it more fun for me and prettier. Thus I drank it more. I need to get back to that. So I want to up my water intake, up my physical activity. Like, even if I'm not going in the gym and like doing like 150 squats, if I'm walking, if I'm maybe just doing 20 minutes of cardio, yoga on Sundays and Wednesdays, like, you know, little fun classes, Zumba, kickboxing, chair dancing, all of that. Like, those are things that will then allow for me to be my best physically healthy self. And then I want to continue to, you know, do my gratitude journals. I want to build my and strengthen my personal relationship with God. For me, you know, if for you that's Allah or Buddha or whoever is your religious, if you're religious at all, to continue to strengthen your bond and your relationship with that person or that being, and, you know, your gratitude journals, your time in the sun, your even yoga, like that's something that can really mentally boost you. For me, I just want to be my health, and I will be my healthiest self, like I said, both physically, mentally, and emotionally. That's a really big one for me. Let's see. And then I have one that says, I achieve my goal of this many followers on Instagram and this many subscribers on YouTube. I feel like by seeing that every day and knowing that I have this specific number in my head of where I want to be by the end of the year, if I'm looking at that every day, then I will put in the work every day. I will be consistent here on YouTube. I'll post, you know, on my Wednesdays and my Sundays. I'll make sure that videos go out. I'll just really kind of build up that friendship and that following and that subscribership with you guys. I was gonna say, well, yeah, no, with you guys, you girls, you queens, you the fam, right? Like we're gonna do something here. And so those are a few. I did 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. I did 6 of my current 8, will be 10, maybe 12 goals and intentions for the new year. But guys, sit down, write out your 2022 goals and intentions, and create a list and write it in the form of it's already happened to you, and study it and read it every day. Look at it before you go to bed at night and be really intentional about the things that you do and the steps that you take to achieve those goals. And I promise you, like, you'll start to see that you're acting and moving in a way that is indicative of the goals that you set for yourself. Okay, guys, I know I feel like that was super whatever it was, but new year, new me. Like, I don't want to be all cliche, but I'm going to say it. New year, new me. There's things that I'm going to achieve this year. There are situations and rooms and doors that God will open that I will find myself in that I never thought I would be in. And that's going to be because I'm being intentional about my behaviors and about the things that I do. And same for you girls. So let's tackle this year together. All right, guys, thank you so much for spending time with me today. Let me know what your intentions are in the comments below. Let me know what you guys think about some of my intentions, maybe some steps that you guys think I can do, some workouts for my, you know, healthy physical self and things like that. And until next time, guys, I'll see you next time. Have a good one.